Sample test 4. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Come in, please, and have a seat.
Thank you.
May I have a look at your passport, please?
Yes, here you are.
Fine, thanks. And may I have your full name?
My name is Maryam Bahri.
All right, Maryam. Describe your family, please.
Well, there's 5 people in my family, my parents and my 2 siblings and I. I'm the youngest child. I have an older sister, which is the oldest child, and, of course, my brother, who's the middle child.
Thanks. Do you get along well with your family members?
Well, we try to get on as well as we can, but obviously each of us has a very different character to the other. So, yes, because we're not a small family, we try to learn, or we were taught early on, to appreciate our differences and try and get along as best as we can.
Thanks, Maryam. What do you like to do together as a family?
If we haven't seen each other for a long stretch of time, what we most like to do is get together for a family meal and discuss the things that are going on in our lives. We tend to do that at least once a week with all the family gathered at my parents' house. It's a very enjoyable time because you get to catch up and learn what your family are doing, and also give each other advice on different subjects or difficulties we might be having.
Are people in your country generally close to their families?
I would say yes, very much so. In our culture, it's very important. It's a very, very family-oriented culture. Families tend to stay in touch a lot, and even if there's distance, for whatever reason, they always tend to keep in touch and inform each other of their well-being. I think the culture encourages this.
All right, Maryam. What kind of building do you live in?
I live on the 5th floor of a 12-story apartment building. My apartment is not very large, but it has a nice living area and 2 smallish bedrooms. What I like most about my building is my neighbors, who are very kind, and they keep to themselves, but you can rely on their help if you need it.
All right, thanks, Maryam. And do you like your neighborhood?
I have to say yes, because it's quite central and therefore everything is easily within access. The downside to my neighborhood is maybe the traffic and the noise, but all in all, I like it. I do.
Have you ever thought about changing your apartment?
Not for the moment, no. But if our family grows, then obviously we will have to move into a bigger apartment.
All right, thanks, Maryam. Now let's move on to a topic of library. I would like you to describe a library you have been to. You have to talk about this topic for about 2 minutes, and you have 1 minute to think about a topic. Here is a paper and a pencil. You can think about a topic and write down your notes if you wish.
Thank you very much. It's good to take the time out and do this at least once a day in order to...
Now you may start, Maya.
Thank you. You've asked me to describe a library that I've been to. Well, the most significant library that I have ever been to was the one located on my university campus. The library was situated in very beautiful old building with very tall glass windows. The building itself was quite inspiring. The inside was also very pleasant. You entered into a beautiful stone double-height hallway, after which you would actually move on into the actual library itself. Of course, the books were all categorized and shelved according to subject matter. And I remember there was a very helpful librarian who would obviously assist you if you found difficulty in locating a particular book. Inside there was more than enough space to sit and do your studying. I initially went there to pick up some reference books, but the atmosphere was so peaceful and calm that I decided to do my research within the building. After that, I visited frequently. I learned from this experience that I concentrate better in a peaceful environment where the noise is limited and other people are basically doing what you're doing, which is studying or researching. That particular library was very beneficial to my studies because of its immense wealth of books on every subject. I'm very glad that I had that experience, and it taught me a lot about my better learning methods.
All right, Mariam, now I would like to ask a few more detailed questions about the same topic. Is that library useful for children or for adults?
Well, seeing as it was located on a university campus, it was specifically for student and professors' use. But there were some major children's novels and works in the collection, obviously.
How do you think that library has changed?
Well, I haven't been there for many years now, but I have been told that it's expanded. The building has been expanded. I'm sure this is due to the numerous books they must have accumulated since my last visit. And also, I've been told that the whole library has been digitalized, and the books are now available as e-books.
All right. What skills should a librarian have?
Well, I think as a librarian, it's a prerequisite to have a good knowledge of literature and also of the books available in the library you're working at. I think another thing that helps is patience and people skills. You have to manage the people attending the library, trying to keep the peace of the environment, trying to keep it a calm atmosphere. And also, I think perhaps enjoying solitude at long stretches of time is also a benefit.
Is it important to take children to libraries?
Well, I think it's very important to introduce children to books as soon as possible, as early on in life as you can. Of course, you can do this by buying books for your children, but obviously you would never be able to buy all the books available at a library for your child. So yes, I think taking children to libraries to enhance their knowledge and their curiosity and exposing them to the variety available there is very important.
Thank you very much, Mariam. This is the end of interview, and have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Park, meet new people. Basically, I think they enjoy any activity that involves interaction with other people.
Do you think old people should be kept in nursing homes?
Well, actually, I don't agree with nursing homes unless it's the last option. Old people should be taken care of by the people that they've taken care of before, such as their children and close relatives. But of course, there are exceptions.